Hey y'all, it's me Mo9. We get snuggled up, comfy. We're getting the real tea. Let me get my notebook so I can write everything down. Rumors. Talking about rumors. Hey, welcome in. We're talking about rumors, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to go by signs. And I'm starting with Leos. Hey, Leos. Welcome to your season. Let's find out what people are saying about you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And how people are reacting to it. Is anybody believing it? Do they believe the rumors? Okay, let's get into it. Leo's rumors. Something happened in July on the 27th. Some of y'all are in your 40s or just turned 40. For the person that just turned 40, it's important to people that are just turning 40. Thank you for liking. It's important to understand the illusions around age and growth. Here, Leos, let's get into it. The good, the bad, the ugly. Here's the good rumors coming up around y'all, Leos. We got the Seven of Staffs. There was something that you did recently where you defended yourself, you defended your ideals, you set a boundary, people were coming for you this way and that way. And Leos, y'all defended yourselves. Hi, welcome in, Edgar. Welcome. How you doing? How are you? Leos, you defended yourself and you did really good at it. And people are really honoring how you handled a moment where you had to stand up for yourself. And they're talking about it. Good, good. I hope you're good. So, what are people saying? They're saying you handled this thing really well, Leos. You got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands to kind of clarify this. This is a lot of wands. This is a lot of you really just expressing your thought, expressing your ideas and your ideals, and getting them across clearly, setting that boundary clear out. What's up, Billy? Welcome in. And letting people understand, listen, this is what it is. People are really like, you handled that. You had a lot of pressure on you, Leo, and people are talking about it. Listen, don't enter the gossip in this, Leo. Don't enter the gossip in this. Take the compliment. It was good to see you. Thanks for watching. Let's find out the bad rumors, Leos. Let's find out the bad rumors. What bad rumors? There's this like I don't remember who sings it, but there's this old school roots reggae song, and it's like, don't follow rumor, don't follow rumor. And that's kind of the feel that's happening. Like, if people are throwing shade, it's about how you're being praised right now. People are talking junk like, oh, they feel like they're all that because they get to do this and they're praised like this. And people are giving them compliments like that. And it's really like, honestly, you did something good and people are noticing it, Leo. You did something good. People are noticing how well you handled the situation. Yeah, you put something to rest here. There may have been a cycle of bullying in a situation, a cycle of people trying to get the one up on someone and shut it down. Shut it down for la rumors. You're healing this situation. You're really healing this situation. It's you know, sometimes you just really gotta state the elephant in the room. So, Leo, people are talking about how you're being celebrated right now. Whether they're throwing shade on it or whether they're giving you your flowers for it, they're talking about it. I'm gonna let you know now. They're talking about it. So how these people that are throwing shade are being perceived, they're being perceived as people that are just trying to win. They'll just do with the Five of Swords, they'll just want to do anything to get the upper hand in a situation. That's really what it is. It's some hateration and holleration at the dancery. Like, if you know, you know. So, I mean, take it as you will, Leo. We'll give you guidance on dealing with rumors, obviously. So what's the ugly truth here? The ugly truth is the Page of Wands. People are going to say what they want to say. They're going to say it in text. They're going to say it in, you know, social media shade. They're going to say what they want to say. But it's like people are learning about you. They're learning about themselves through you. They're learning about their insecurities through what you experience and who you are and how you enter a room. I'm just clarifying. Knight of Wands again. Two of Swords. Yeah, so people that can't think outside the box aren't going to. They can be given examples of it all day long, but they're probably not going to. Unless they are willing to accept it within themselves, it's not happening. Ooh, I got a little twisty popping out. Yeah, and it's their decision. People get to decide what comes out of their mouth. And, you know, that's just what it is. The guidance here. Yeah, we'll use these cards. Using the Halloween Tarot to clarify and get your guidance here on rumors, Leos. We got the Seven of Bats, Ten of Wands. That's kind of what I was thinking. And Eight of Ghosts. Yes, liars are annoying. They are. They create extra burdens for you. They do. They will try to stop your grind. They will. And when those behaviors show, you know where the door is. You know where the door is. Don't be afraid to remove yourself from the burdens of other people's lives. And obviously don't be a liar. We're coming into this being very honest. Yeah, it's like they see your successes, they see your succession. So a hater's gonna be a hater. A hater's gonna hate. So haters gonna, oh, speaking of it, when you call on a hater, they come. Here they go. Haters gonna hate. And that's really what it comes down to. Leos, we're going to go on to Aries next, and then we're going to do Sagittarius. We usually have moderators in here. But yeah, like you said, like I said, there's always going to be that one hater. This is what you're doing. This. But you're not doing it anymore. So, Leos, we're going on to Aries next. Thanks for watching, y'all. You already know what to do. Ooh, yes. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Thank you for the likes. I guess you can hit the description box. All right, let me write the timestamp for Aries. Hey, Aries. Let's talk about rumors. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Rumors that are happening right now for Aries. People that are talking shit. And people that are giving you compliments. All right, Aries. Good things people are saying. Aww. I feel like a lot of people are handling arguments really well right now. Hey, welcome in. What's up? So people are handling arguments really well right now. Aries, you just handled an argument really well right now. Right now. Sorry. That was gross. Recently, you got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. It could be you, it could be someone else around you, but there's a situation that it's like you defended yourself, but you also had a lot going on while you were defending yourself. So it's like, dang, you handled that really well because the pressure, the heat was on and the pressure was there. People are complimenting you on this. Yeah, you adapted to the situation really well with the cactus taste. You adapted to the situation. You gave yourself time to see the truth of the situation. And y'all are such good communicators. So, with that said, and that made people really want to start things with you. This could be even in a workplace setting. How you handle conflict right now, Aries, can really bring you a lot of opportunity. Aw, thanks for the likes, y'all. I need water. But It's important to take what you've learned with you. Let it inspire you. How you handled this situation was really great. And now it can inspire you to kind of maneuver differently from now on. Now that you know you can do it. Let me pause for a minute. I'm going to get some water. Okay. All right. So, this is really good things. Compliments, people are seeing opportunity with you. Some of these people are fake. So, keep that in mind, Aries. Let's talk about the not so good stuff people are saying about you, Aries. What the haters got to say. The Hierophant. So, you may be dealing with people in a level of a clash of ideals, or a clash of like your spiritual beliefs, or your beliefs. You might be Christian, I don't know, like whatever your, or Buddhist, whatever your belief systems are, you're having a clash with people when it comes to that right now. That's a huge thing that's happening socially with people. um and people are talking junk about your belief systems and your sense of authority. People may feel like they have authority over you or authority over your ideas. Uh, yeah. And these are some of the people that are that you handled pretty well. So the people that you just handled, Aries, that you just handled, they're salty because their beliefs clashed with yours, and they believed themselves to be better than you, and the way that you handled it kind of proved who was carrying the childishness, who was really walking in a sense of authority. Yeah, people are maybe talking about materialism. They're talking about you, like you as a leader, you as an authority figure yourself, how you make money. It's just like really petty jabs that really brings just on the point that you're doing well. I mean, it just is like pettiness trying to pick at you, and it's not working. With the warrior here, it's like people see that the reason that you're being antagonized is because you're doing well, and it's showing materialistically in your world, and it's showing in like a physical sense in your world. And hey, Barbara, welcome in. And we're on Aries right now, and it's making people realize, you're being picked at because you're being You're being picked on because you're doing well. You're being picked on because you handled the situation really well, despite the fact that you had a lot going on. So what's the ugly truth here? Lots of pages when it comes to ugly truths. If you saw the Leo reading. The ugly truth is people are learning. That's just what it is. People are still learning. Hey Pedro, thank you for coming in. We're on Aries right now. Yeah. People are learning what they're supposed to be celebrating, how, like, people are learning, like, they shouldn't be celebrating this sort of behavior. What they should be celebrating is each other versus, like, celebrating putting each other down. We should be more communal. We should be not necessarily congregational, but like people should be coming together more than anything else. And I feel like that's the lesson here in this conflict that you're dealing with, is like people are learning about camaraderie, and they can't really do that when they think they're better than somebody else. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't want to get my lipstick on this, so I drank it like a weirdo. But yeah, that's it. People are still learning how to be friends. I mean, there are grown adults still learning this technique. Yeah, because some people think that friendship and love is submission, and that is not what that is. Being an authority is not having people submit to you. And people are still learning that, and that is what's happening in this conflict that you're dealing with. I almost called y'all Leo's Aries, but excuse me, let's get some guidance in this for you. Six of Ghosts. The Hanged Man and the Star. Not everybody gonna see the vision, Famo. Not everyone's gonna see the vision. For real, friendship, community, you can live together without submission of I don't know. Crazy. Whoa, who thought of it? But yeah, it's a concept that a lot of people can't grasp. But not everyone's meant to see the vision, Aries. Sometimes people from the past cannot see the vision, but they will eventually. And it's not for you to like force them to see the vision or there is no need for supremacy in this. It's just like live in that divine knowledge, act on it, and they're gonna have to catch up. They're gonna have to catch up. That's really what it is. The end. They're just gonna have to catch up. All right, Aries, that was your reading. We're going on to Sagittarius next, and then we are going to do the water signs. Thank you. Thanks for interacting. Welcome in, y'all. Hi. Hey, Saggies. Let's talk about rumors, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. The good. Things that people are saying. Aw, this is so common with Sagittariuses, with the Two of Cups. People want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. People that have got to know you, Sagittarius, they enjoy the conversation that they've had. This is what people are talking about, the good things they're talking about. Great conversations that they've had with you. How you've inspired them in conversation.
Mama, I made a dice.
Nice. Sagittarius, you may have talked people through hard times, helped them come to terms with things that they were going through. Um, Tamed people's egos, made people stronger, helped people to be stronger in the things that they were talking about and doing. And like, you're just like, they talk, the good things that people are saying about you, Sagittarius, are ways that you've inspired them, ways that you've helped them out of hard times, ways that you've helped them release parts of themselves that they were not happy with or that they wanted to transform. Yeah, and how you've helped them out, how you've been a leader for them. That's pretty cut and dry. Let's talk about the bad shit. People that you don't mess with no more are talking about why y'all don't mess with each other. They're like, I don't mess with that person because I was in a third party situation. They broke my heart. I thought I was the only one. Or
Why should I get it?
or I thought I was one, but I wasn't. How you don't mess with them no more. You just left them a whole sobby mess. They're talking about the sobby mess that breakups. This is a lot of breakup people talking junk about the breakup. Sag. Ah. Yes. Let our move you. I agree. They're liars. They just want to find out what's going on with you. They just want to see what's going on. They're like, well, they did this and this. What have you heard about Sagittarius? And people are like, well, I'm just chilling. There was literally nothing. Or they're like, oh, Sagittarius told me this really great story and it inspired me to do this and now I'm doing that. And that's really where it's going. So the people that are talking junk are learning really positive things about you, through people that have positive experiences with you. What's the ugly truth here? The Three of Swords again. What's that Mariah Carey song, Heartbreaker? You said you could go spin yarn. Y'all spinning lies, but you could go spin yarn. Agreed, agreed, girl, go spin yarn. With all those lies you have, I'm sure you could do it. Rumpelstiltskin right over there, girl. Not go spin yarn. I love it. So, you're a heartbreaker. This is what's happening. You're breaking hearts. Because of your Sagittarius, you're very independent. Like, you do you, and you need your experiences, your exciting experiences in life. And these people, they're brokenhearted because you chose yourself. Like, like Art Mama said, I choose me. You chose yourself. And the ugly truth here is that's gonna trigger folks. Choosing you is gonna trigger people. I called you, babes. Oh, I gotta return a call. I called you, Art Mama. Did I? I feel like I did. We're going on to water signs. Hey, y'all. It's so great to have new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much. It's really fun to do these. So, thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you. Don't forget to check out other videos as you see them posted. I'm trying, y'all. I know you guys like the guidance, but I'm just like, it's been a long summer. Hopefully I can create a schedule. But we still do selenite Sundays, and what else is there? And there's short videos you can check out. Definitely subscribe to the channel. We're doing water signs, and we're starting with Cancers because I love them. I am them. Hey, Cancers. What's the rumors? Don't follow rumor. Let's check the rumors on Cancers. Good stuff people are saying. Cancers, I have to laugh. These cards have been through it, but I have to laugh at this. The Four of Swords. They're saying Cancer don't mess with nobody. When they are ready to go, they're gone. When they want to stay at home, that's where they're staying. If that's what they're doing, that's where they're going. Cancer don't mess with nobody. Yes, a puss on a bench, girl. A puss on a bench. Sorry, my hands are ashy. I don't know if I was showing them. But the nails are cute. I have the most worked hands. I work with my hands. I work. Like my hands, I work. I clean, I scrub, I build things, I make jewelry, I weld. Like, I work. Okay. Okay, so what happens here is Do people really know what's going on with you, Cancer? People are admiring actually how you take time out for yourself. Yeah, because they know this is what it leads to. Empress energy. Okay, warrior hands. That's what I'm talking about. Artist, creator hands. But people are admiring your ability to take a break, to be honest. They're like, she's not going for that. Cancer's not going for that because when they need time to rejuvenate, they take that time, and they're not settling that time for anything, because it leads to them being able to take care of themselves, their family, their own personal needs. People want to talk to you though. They're like, whenever Cancer's ready to talk, so am I. And not in a hateration way, but in like they're inspired by communicating with you, Cancer. People are inspired by communicating with you. They're talking about how great it is to talk to you, and they know that you're taking a break, but whenever you're done taking a break, they're ready. They're ready to talk to you. And not in a super pressure kind of way, but in a way of like, we know you have goals. That was the Chariot, by the way, which is the Cancer card. It's like, we know you have goals. We know that you have things that you are doing, and we know that you need time out. So what's the hateration? What's the shade people are talking about? Six of Pentacles. So this goes a few ways. People are talking about shit about how they were charitable to you, giving you money, giving you loans, helping you out, how times when you were in need. Fuck them. These people are lonely. So these people also like times where you were vulnerable. That's what they're talking shit about. Yes, Art Mama, I will talk to you today. I'll call you after this. Yeah, times where you lost stability or times where you were struggling, these haters are talking about it. Let's see how people are responding to this shit talking. There's two streets. There's two streets. There's a hater street and a let's see. There's two ways people are going with this. There's multiple versions of like, some people are like, first of all, Cancer does what they gotta do to get it done. Just because they were struggling yesterday don't mean they're struggling today. Just because they're struggling today don't mean they're gonna struggle tomorrow. Just like some people are like, that bitch getting work though. They do what they gotta do and they get better every time. Other people are like, well, I'm gonna go help Cancer. Some people are like, people are sticking up for you, Cancer. People are like, well, if Cancer's going through stuff, let me help that bitch out. And other people are like, Cancer's responsible enough to get themselves through it. Yes. So there are multiple versions of, we don't give a fuck. Cancer is going to get through it. That's probably why Cancer took a step back. That's probably why we haven't seen Cancer at the luau or the sip and paint. Oh, I remember Cancer telling me they needed to take a break so that they could work on this and they could work on that. Like, people are hearing someone talk negatively about times where you are struggling, and they're like, well, they've got positive things to say. Nobody really has hateration to say. No, they're like, Cancer's gonna get through it. Let me talk to Cancer about it. I can maybe help them with something. Like, you've created a solid circle, Cancer, to where if someone's gonna talk junk about you going through anything, they fold that up. They fold it up. Exactly. People have mad love for you, Cancer. And when people talk about things that you go through in negative ways, you are supported. You know, when people got your back, the importance is like when somebody has your back, when it's behind your back. Yeah, it's that. Like, they got your back behind your back, Cancer. They got your back behind your back. Let's see the ugly truth here. You got the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. People want you back there struggling. I'm sorry, this is the ugly truth. The people that talk about the times where you were struggling want you to be in those times struggling. If they're bringing it up, that's what they want for you. And I'm not talking about when they were, if they're like, if you're doing well and they're like, I'm so proud of you. I remember when this was happening, and it was just a dream. I remember when it was all a dream. That's different than, well, you better not go back to this. Well, I remember when you were like this and da 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 da. Or they're talking, I remember when they were like, they would have never done this without me. So this is also like, they don't want you to have more opportunities. They don't want you to have opportunities. So what's the guidance here? The Four of Swords again. And then the Knight of Cups. Take time before you're ready to talk to people, but when you are ready to talk to people, there are a lot of powerful opportunities for you. When you need rest, rest. When you are social, be social. And also, this is also saying, like, take time to think about who you want to share your experience, your new experiences with, who you want to share your new opportunities with. Take time and think about that, Cancer. Who do you want to actually share your new opportunities and the new things coming in your life with? Who's allowed in and who needs that boundary real hard? Who's inspiring you to do better and do more? Not necessarily better. I hate saying it like that, but like, who's inspiring you to do more or who's inspiring you in general, not to do more, just who is inspiring you? Thank you, thank you. We're going to Scorpio next, and then we're going to do Pisces. Hey, Scorpio. What's up? We're talking about what's being said. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped to eat popcorn. Want some? You gotta get the extra buttery kind. Alright, Mama, I gotta tell you about the snack I want to make. With leftover cookies. That cookie crumb recipe thing, the graham cracker thing, or whatever you were telling me about. I want to try it with cookies. I feel like I can make it real quick in the oven. All right. I'm sorry, Scorpios. If you're watching this and they're like, this bitch gave me the wrong timestamp. Well. All right, Scorpios. Let's talk about romance. What are people saying about you? It will be. I really want to try it. And I have some cream cheese that I want to use before like it goes bad, and some sugar, girl. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. So I'll probably call you while that. Oh, well, I'm taking Aja to the park, so I'll probably call you out at the park. Situation. Hold on, y'all. I did drink some water. I just gotta breathe. Just breathe. Okay. Let's talk about the shade and the good and the lovely of it all, Scorpio. There we go. Scorpio, the good stuff people are saying. How peaceful you are. You could be a real peaceful person. I know the Scorpios get this rap of like, war, mean, blah. But if you want to make peace, that's what you're going to do. So people are talking about how patient you have been with them um, in spaces and how it's really inspired them. Yeah, your resilience. Personally, I have a love-hate relationship with that word, but it's what's coming up. Yeah, because people were going through hard times, harsh times with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords, and they may have been reckless because of things that they were going through emotionally. And you kind of like help people navigate through that Maybe because you're like, I have also been, I have also been reckless as hell myself. And here's some guidance on that. Or just being kind and compassionate when someone is, not at their best. People are talking about times where you showed them, like, you regulated their nervous system, basically. Scorpio, people are complimenting you on being able to do that. Like, everybody knows you can talk to Scorpios about anything. People can talk to you about traumas that they can't necessarily talk to other people about without certain judgment. And sometimes Scorpios are judgmental as hell. But in this case, when you are not judgmental as hell, people are like, okay, we can all be judgmental as hell. Let me tell you now. I'm just saying, I just don't want to be like, you're beyond reproach, or none of us are, literally. But times where people shared things with you that were really heavy on them and weighed heavy on them, you were able to communicate with them about it, even when they weren't able to express it in healthy ways themselves. You were like, it's cool, I get you. You allowed them to kind of be messy. And that's what's really great about Scorpios. You're like, it's okay to be a little messy, girl. Don't worry about it. Yeah, people love that you're able to, with the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Staffs here, you're able to understand multiple points of views. People are talking about times where you expressed that multiple viewpoints were important at once and that people could live in different truths. And it's like you talking about how people's viewpoints are valid, how people's hurt and heartache is valid, and people are giving you compliments about it. Let's get to the sassiness. Shit talking. Who's talking shit? You got the the Empress. So listen, are people talking junk? Because they really can't touch you, girl. If anything, people might be... There's a level of jealousy here. People have put you on a pedestal, and they want to take you from the pedestal that they put you on. With the Empress in the negative position, it's giving, they just want to talk about your clothes, your hair, how you live your life, your lifestyle, like how your sense of self, your sense of confidence. And it's mostly like triggered towards your confidence and wondering like why you feel like you're better than everybody else type shit. Type stuff. It's like that. Yeah, they're like, I don't see why this person thinks they're great. I don't see why they're wearing that today. I don't see why they feel like they should go to the spa. I don't see why they feel like they should, and these are some of the people that you defend, which is crazy. It's like you're defending their existence. You're defending who they are. but they don't see why you feel like you love yourself. Yeah, it's really petty. It's because you've created some boundary of self-love and self-assurance. Yeah, pretty much. And again, it's all the like cups that are the cup cards that are not that are kind of like sad and apathetic with their own existence. All these cup cards are I don't know if you can see it cuz my lighting is really bad, but like these are dissatisfied cup cards. These are people who have dissatisfaction in their emotional world. So, why should you be satisfied? Hey, hi, welcome in. Thanks for watching. We are on water signs right now. We're doing Scorpio. So, Scorpio, what's the ugly truth here? The Three of Wands. Give me a moment. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a just focus on the future type thing. Let me just clarify. That I didn't want to say it, but there it is. You gonna have to deal with these mobs again. Hey, welcome in, y'all. Okay. It's like everybody just hopping in. Everybody's in now. Okay, well. Thank y'all. Aw. Don't make me cry and distract me with your love. Yeah, so Scorpio, the harsh truth here is that you're gonna have to deal with these mobs in the future. Maybe it's the exact same people. Maybe it's a new variation of this person. But a hater is a hater is a hater. And when dealing with them, show them the kindness you would show yourself. You got the Six of Cups, or Six of Jade, which is the Six of Pentacles again, and the Queen of Wands. So it's like, show them the compassion you would show yourself, but understand, Scorpio, sometimes you're hard on yourself. So be like, am I showing tough love? Am I being hard on them? Just things to ask yourself. Is this boundary going to teach them? You're not there. Obviously, your role in life is not to teach people. This is saying, go where you're inspired, because you're going to have different ways that you want to approach it. And either way is showing them kindness. Sometimes kindness is removing yourself. So show them the kindness you would show yourself. And if you would be hard on yourself in that situation, that is what it is. I'm going to pull for a little guidance here with the Black Moon Lilith Oracle. Switch it up for Scorpio. Well, what came to mind is you're already denying them access to you. Elevated status. Didn't I say what you're inspired to do is probably the best? Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn. I wouldn't say new level, new devil, but it might be. This has been taken care of through whatever your spiritual practice is. So, your belief systems is really like, if you are someone who is like, oh, I divine with my ancestors, your ancestors got it. If you're like, oh, I'm the prayer warrior beast, that prayer warriors, you've got it. So your practice of divination is both what's going to help you continue to be a safe space for people who are a little messy when they're hurting or when they're going through a lot, and be a revelation for those haters who are gonna go ahead and hate. All right, y'all, that was Scorpio. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Oh, likes are up, likes are up. I don't usually do afternoon ones. We're usually at the park in the afternoon. So we're about to do Pisces next. Y'all, thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for being lovely. We're getting on to the next one. Let's do it. Pisces. Let's talk about rumors. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. Let's talk about the good stuff, Pisces. Did you cuss somebody out? Did you cuss? Did you cuss? Do you read somebody down, Pisces? You can tell me. You can tell me. The replay gang, tell me, please. I'm gonna need to know. Because you got the King of Swords, and in a positive way. So people are talking about how honest you are, and they love it. They're talking about how loyal you can be for people. They're talking about how, honestly, how stern you are and straightforward. Like, you're not taking nobody's stuff. What is this in relation to? Dang, I was so trying not to bring out a lot of stuff. And yeah, you were honest about a situation recently, and it helped stop. So there was something that kept happening, that was stopping the progression of, this was either a company or a group of people, I don't know, or your progression in general. And you just stopped it. You helped people be a lot more future focused by stating a really dominant and direct truth. Um, and this truth had a lot to do with how people were doing things and how things kind of lacked balance. And it wasn't done in a way that brought people together. It was being done in a way that was very separatist. And you were like, you're separating people and you need to stop. And it's stopping my flow and it's making me not want to invest in stuff and not want to help people because it doesn't make people want to help when you're mean to them. Bleh. People love your confidence in this situation. You handled the situation directly, and people are really giving you a pat on the back around how you handled conflict recently, especially when it came to things being unfair for people. It's like no longer like that. Okay, so what's the stuff talking? People, the Hierophant here. People are trying to question your authority, your position, your authority, what you are allowed or not allowed to do. If you are, like the concept of the like snake oil salesperson or whatever, like people are trying to challenge that in you, snake oil salesman type stuff. People are saying that you don't really have any authority, that you're not as you don't have the divinity that you think you do. There's a clash of beliefs here where people are talking junk. Yeah. These people aren't really inspired by their belief system. So your belief system inspires you. It inspires you to do all kinds of things, like fight for others, stand up for others. It inspires you to be loving, tell the truth, try to live in harmony with your environment. And yeah, that was clashing for some reason. So, you showing people new ways of thinking, new ways of being inspired, ways to kind of like free their mind is challenging. And the people that it's challenging are big mad. They're big mad. They're big mad. Well, you know, let's see how people are reacting to this. Hey, we're on Pisces. We did the fire signs first. My bad. My bad. But if you can go back, it's at 2529 is Sagittarius. If you can go back in this live, I think you can dial back. So people are talking about how you actually are responsible with your words, you're responsible with your actions. Even when you're being footloose and fancy free type energy, no, you may do some sort of spiritual practice as a business, and people are trying to challenge it, but people are like, your quality. Hi Moon. No problem, Yvette. So, oh shit, I lost track of what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Moon. My bad, Moon. Welcome to ADHD land. Um, I do readings on Sundays. I do readings on Sundays. So if you can come back on Sundays, it's just so much easier than stopping in the middle. As you can see, I got distracted. Yeah, no problem. So Sundays, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm in the US, and that's when I get sit for like 45 minutes. No problem, no problem. You're good. You're totally good. So Pisces, if you do a spiritual practice, people, yes, they're talking junk, but you're supported. You're supported. I think the only people talking junk right now are maybe people that are very stuck in a certain tradition of beliefs, and you challenge that tradition of beliefs. Honestly, it really comes down to confidence. It really comes down to confidence. They'll say it's because you're a snake oil salesman, but it's really because you're confident in what you're doing and you've had results. It shows in your actions. So let's talk about the ugly truth here, Pisces. We got the Nine of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. When people trigger, the ugly truth here is when your confidence is triggered, it affects your entire environment. Like you aren't able to do things that you normally would. Your depression definitely affects your physical actions. Like if you get depressed, if you get in a dark place, if your confidence is triggered, if you're sad about the world, any of those things, it's gonna affect your day-to-day actions. What's the guidance here? Let me do this so I can see them. That's cute. I got distracted. Oh, Pisces. What's the guidance for Pisces here? It's the Five of Bats. This is the Halloween tarot. The Knight of Pumpkins. The Nine of Pumpkins. Dang. You're independent. People are. It is a confidence thing. So when I said your confidence, your depression, and your emotional state is going to affect your day-to-day actions, you need to know this, but you need to know that other people know this as well. You need to know this, and other people know it as well. And that's kind of their motivation. That's their motivation. They know, like, if you're not as confident in what you're doing, you're not going to do it. If you're feeling really heavy and emotional about something, you're probably not going to do certain things throughout your day that you would normally do. And they're banking on it. They're banking on it, and they're banking on it. They're banking on it. It's part of the ugly truth, but it's also part of how you're going to empower yourself. and how you're going to come up with ways to tackle these things so that you understand that, one, it's okay to feel these emotions, but it's also, I don't know, it's something that you can combat. It's something that you can combat. It's not something that you have to stay in. It's not something that you have to accept. Um, it is something you're going to feel, but it can also be inspiring as to what you want to put your energy into. And it's important to find ways to it's like listening to yourself. Listening to yourself as to what you need. Pay attention to what you need. It will help you to combat these things. Whew. I didn't expect that, Pisces. Pretty heavy. We're about to do air signs next. I'm going to start with Aquarius because I never do Aquarius first. And then we're going to do Gemini. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. We are on air signs. We're about to do Aquarius. I'm not doing personal readings, but I do personal readings on Sundays. Check my posts for times on when you can do that. Thank you for watching the video, y'all. I'm trying to make it through these. This is the marathon read. All right, y'all. Let's get into Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius. Let's talk about what people are saying. Pull it all the way. Close it. Close the door all the way. Let's see what people are saying about Aquarius. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's go. There was one that flipped over. People are minding your business. It was the Page of Swords. People are minding your business. Aquarius! Here's the good things people are saying about you. Ace of Wands. Very inspiring. You inspire others, and yeah, people watch you and they learn from you, Aquarius. You have a lot to share. I know. Yeah, okay. That was the same kind of energy. So, you may have recently gone through some things, Aquarius, with people or just by yourself. This could have been a family member passing, or this could just be like you kept doing the same thing and now you stopped. you kept associating with the same community and now you've stopped. And people are really inspired by this. Yeah. So there's a lot of confidence in yourself. People are confident in who you are. People are talking about having really fun and light and inspiring conversations with you, and how not only have you inspired them by communicating these things, but you've inspired them because they've seen the tangible results in your life. I feel like that's pretty cut and dry. Is there anything else? Tell me more about the good. Yeah. Showing people empathy, showing people kindness, because you are someone who has released cycles in your life. You've experienced people passing in your life, so now that others are going through it, or you experience, or you're around others who are going through it, you inspire them. I feel like you inspire people that aren't even telling you that they're going through a lot. Let's talk about the mess, the messiness people are talking about. People are talking about your love life. Your love life, Aquarius. Is it messy? What is the messiness? Just your partner who's in love with you, who's like openly in love with you. Who's a drunkie? Drunkie! Instead of brokey, is drunkie. So, yeah, people are talking about who is in love with who. If there's a triangle happening, they're talking about that. The buzz on the street, the word on the street about your love life is on the street, and people are talking junk. So, who's the talker of the junk? This could be ex-lovers, people that are in love with you, people have socialized with you around your lovers, people who have benefited from gossip, having gossip over you. You know what I mean by that? Like people who are like, "Oh, I got the snoop on this person, so all of a sudden I'm better than them." Like they've been waiting for the crumbs. They've been waiting desperately for them crumbs. So how's the community responding to this? Page of Wands. Ooh. The Seven of Pentacles. The Magician. And the divorce attorney came up. Whoa. The Magician and the Justice card. What? There might Well, people are talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. It's the buzz. Um there are different kind of communications going on. Mostly the conversation is about doing better next time. It just being like something that you learn from. It's a very you win some, you lose some, and people talking about what they perceive as best for you to invest your time in. Uh, I mean, everybody's gonna have their opinion. We're talking about the shit talking and people's reaction to it. So that's their reaction to it. They're giving their opinion on like what you should invest your time in, how you should invest your time, if it's a matter of what you have and how you can change it for the better depending on what you invest your time in and what they would do in that situation. Some people are suggesting legal action with something um I don't know what that is. But everyone wants things to be fair for you. It's like some people are talking about what would be more fair for you. And it seems like you are the person who needs to be in charge of what's more fair for you. Everybody's over here and over there and over there. But the reality is you're in charge of that aspect of your life. What's the ugly truth here? You're probably gonna have to deal with this again one more time. This situation. Yeah, you already know that it's coming back around because feelings are hurt. The coming back around part might involve needing to handle things legally. I am not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice, but the justice is here, and it's linked to this heartbreak lover situation, and sometimes that gets dangerous. Especially when they're very wounded and you kind of were their source of healing from their wounds. Just take care of yourself and be careful. Because that's crazy. Let's get some guidance here. This could have been a Leo, if you want to check the Leo reading. King of Staves, so King of Wands, Warrior of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So here's what's up. Pisces got this too. Sometimes, friend, people are triggered and therefore they will trigger you. And when your confidence is triggered, your day-to-day actions are affected. So it's important to understand, like, when you're not feeling at your best, so that you're able to not overexert yourself for your responsibilities for your day. You got the King of Wands twice. So being able to express yourself free form is important to you. And if you feel stifled by judgment, by legal stuff, it's going to change things for you. Other people are triggered, and they're probably going to try to change things for you. It's important to use your intuition in that situation to see what's best for you. This is a crazy situation, Aquarius. I'm like wishing you the best because this is crazy. People are like, ex-lovers, I don't play with that stuff. You're crazy. You only got her, but But one time to show me you're a weirdo or a liar or just like when you're emotional you'll do crazy stuff. No, thank you. Just I don't need it. Peaceful, thank you. That was the Aquarius reading, y'all. We're about to do Gemini and then Libra next. Don't forget to like, oh, all these likes. I'm getting kettle corn next time. I was just not gonna like it.
Like what?
The kettle corn because it's more sweet.
Mom, that's happy.
Mm. Mm. Hey, Geminis. I'm eating popcorn. And I'm about to tell you about what people are saying about you. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get into it. Good, bad, ugly. All right. Good stuff. I don't think people have good things to say right now. Let's see. Oh, you got what you wanted in something. And people are not too happy right now. No, people are talking junk about you. They're talking about how you've gotten out of this situation and you've gotten what you wanted. Somebody tried to take authority over you and they just didn't allow it. Someone tried to claim authority over your life and you just wouldn't allow it, Gemini. And you just don't allow it. And people are coming to terms with that. And not everybody's happy about it. People who have emotional intelligence understand you. They understand why you set boundaries. They understand why you don't talk to people. So they understand why you're not talking to a certain person. They understand why you don't really like certain authority figures that you interact with. They get it. And they love how you're maneuvering through it despite it all. People are talking about how you're protecting your energy. You're like, no. Boundaries so high, but they won't come back down till the 4th of July. That's what I'm saying. And they understand why. Because someone tried to make things harder for you because of their authority in a situation, and it just did not work out. So let's talk about the junk talking. People are talking junk. Let's see. They're talking about how you're just moving on. You're not going to try to fix things. You're not going to stay in a bunch of an emotional tragedy and be stressed out with me. People are talking about you moving on from them, moving away, not being afraid to let people go, not being afraid to start over. The Magician, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. They think they got it all together. They think they can do it all. They think their little magic and their little candles are going to get them what they want and make them pretty. They think they're so gorgeous. Because you are gorgeous. Because your little magic and your little twinkly D's are going to get you there. Because you do have it together. Because you do have a plan. Thank you. Even if you don't have a plan, you know you can figure it out. Congratulations. Why? Why? So they're talking junk on your manifestations, thinking that they can stop it or make you feel like you're not as good enough to achieve what you want. So how are people responding to this? These gossips and rumors. Six of Jade. Two of Wands. Eight of Wands. Gemini, they're like, if Gemini's going through it, maybe we should help them. Maybe we should give them money. We should point them into the direction of places where they can get funds. Maybe we should offer them opportunities. Maybe Gemini has a lot going on. So these people are people that tried to have authority over you, talking about you not wanting to let that happen. And everyone sees it for what it is. This is the Queen of Cups again. Especially people who have emotional intelligence. Like, they're not going to judge you for going through something. Duh. Like, have you been on the 3D? In the 3D, people go through stuff all the time. So they just understand this. Any hardships that you've gone through, they understand it for what they are, what it is. Just hardships people go through. When it comes to this situation with this person being authoritative, trying to create like hardships for you or judge you while you go through hardships, people see that for what it is too. They're not blind to it. But whether they say it or not, they're not blind to it. So here's the ugly truth. The Star card. The reality of the situation is there's literally nobody that's ever going to do it like you, Gemini. Sorry. There hasn't been. There won't be. You're Prince. Okay? Like, nobody's ever going to be able to do it like you. And that's the point. That's kind of the point. You are the person who is setting the example in this situation. You are the person who is inspiring people in this situation. You are the person who is paving the way for knowledge in this situation. And that's what it is. Pathfinder. So here's the guidance for you. Ooh. The Star card again. Different deck. And the High Priestess. What did I just do? I just did the alignment reading. Are you in alignment? Or how you're in alignment with your assignment? How you're in alignment with, like, your purpose? And Gemini, you're right there in alignment. So, yes, it's annoying at times when dealing with people who want to purposely put you through things when you have so many opportunities of growth. But, like, just understand that you have so many boundless opportunities. You are not limited in this situation, nor are you limited in any situation. So go and be free in any way that you fucking want to be free, Gemini. Be free. Be free. That was your reading, Gemini. We're going to go do Libra next, and then we're going to close out with the earth signs. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. The likes are up. The views are up. Okay, Libras. Let's find out what people are saying about you. The good, the bad, and the ugly truths. All of my two. Page of Wands. People kind of want to know more about you. They want to know more about you by, like, asking you questions about yourself. They want to find out more about you. So people are talking about how inquisitive they are about you and how they're excited to learn more about you. Hierophant. Check other aspects of your chart, please. Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Okay, Libra. Don't overexert yourself being people's window to their souls. Protect your energy, especially if you interact with a lot of people in one swoosh. Do things that protect your energy or replenish it. Not everyone is worth your time and your energy. Yeah, some people are annoying. Even the people that are like, I really want to talk to you, are on your nerves. So protect your energy. Some people are annoying and they create, like, burdens for you, or they try to trauma dump on you, which is, like, listen, trauma dump central, if you're into that, great. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but not everybody has the capacity for that dump, and that is where you're at. Yes, talk to me, that's great, but I don't really have the capacity for it right now. If you're gonna trauma dump, give me $50. You got 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So, though people are enthusiastic about talking to you, they may not want to. Hey, I'm so sorry. I do personal readings on Sunday. You can check the community post for the time. It's 3:30 Mountain Standard Time, and I'm in the US. Please delete your questions so that people don't be all in your business. Oops. Sorry. I hit the wrong thing there. I'm just deleting it so people don't have they're not all in your business. Libra, let's talk about the shit talking. We got the King of Swords. So they're being mean. But what are they being mean about? They're being mean about something that actually happened. Oh, for some of y'all it's different. With the King of Cups, it's a variety of things with the two kings here. And a lot of y'all already know what it is. They're talking junk because you don't mess with them. Pretty much cut point blank, period. You don't mess with them. They don't have the emotional fortitude to keep up with you, and people are talking junk about it like you're the problem. But the reality is like they can't hang. They're talking about your belief systems, how you think you're higher and mightier than them, and that's why you don't talk to them, because you have a chip on your shoulder. These are people that you don't mess with. So it's not like them talking junk is ever gonna affect you or be near you. Yeah, with the Death card and the High Priestess, it's like you don't mess with these people. That's why they're talking junk. You don't mess with them. You probably never will. Next time you see them, you probably won't even recognize these people because they'll be like, you'll be like, this person's looking at me crazy. You know, and you just don't even realize that it's somebody that you stopped talking to like 5 years ago, but you're just so blessed in your own, you're just so blessed in your own existence that you're like, man, I don't know that person. I don't even remember them. I don't know her. What's the ugly truth here for Leos? Ten of Swords. People are in the past. They're gone. They're gone. It's over. All this stuff is over. It's not really an ugly truth as much as it's just a truth that you don't let endings become something that um you can't release. You release those endings and you allow yourself to become new and do new things and be in new spaces. And it's hard for people to accept that you've moved on from them. Thank you, Libras. All right, Libras, we're going to do earth signs, and then we're going to go enjoy the sky and the sun and the moon and the stars, darling. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Thank you for interacting with the video. So let's get into it. Capricorns, let's talk. What are people saying? Good things people are saying. That you learn. You learn when you're in solitude. You're not afraid of learning new things, Capricorn. So they're talking about a time of isolation where you grew from being alone, and people are admiring you. Ace of Pentacles, Emperor, Seven of Wands. So some of y'all were dealing with issues with a father figure, and you were able to handle that well. I feel like there's a lot of father wound healing here that people are admiring about you. There's a lot of healing around masculinity and fatherhood that's happening for you, Capricorn. And people are talking about how really great that is. Oh, shoot. I did not do the Capricorn. I skip Capricorn all the time when I write down timestamps. Y'all gonna be so mad. I'll try to get it in. Yeah, your resilience. You've overcome a lot when it comes to some sort of wound around masculinity and protecting yourself from a man or a boss or a man boss. But you protected yourself. You defended yourself. And you learned how to do that by being stronger than you were in the past when dealing with this person. You took time to learn about how to deal with this person. People are talking about this great generational healing that you're going through, Capricorn. This powerful shift in who you've become. And just how you're more calm and at peace with like your power. Here's the mean stuff people are saying. Ain't nobody saying nothing mean. They've got nothing mean to say. No, people are being good to you. People aren't talking junk, Capricorn, because you've grown so much. There really isn't much to say. And they say, you're doing great things. You're stepping up in certain spaces. If you have a business, you're doing things to create financial stability in that space, and it's working. You're going from novice to professional. Welcome in, y'all. We're on Capricorn. We're on Earth signs. Virgo is next. But Capricorn, nobody's talking junk because you got friends. Now, you've got friends. You have people that love you. There is no junk to talk, but here's the ugly truth. You've got Six of Wands, the Judgment, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. You worked hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. You worked hard for the money, and they sure better treat you right. That's the harsh truth here. You became strong because you went through it. It was hard. None of this stuff was easy that you're experiencing. And in the future, you will not settle for less. Will you? No. If it is not something that is reciprocal or beneficial, you will not settle for it. And that is what the reality here. You can't, because it will leave you empty inside. You've worked too hard to go back to BS, Capricorn. You've experienced too much to have to do all that again, all that extra stuff. You're not going there. You're not that person anymore. She don't live here anymore. What's the guidance here? The guidance is the Ace of Wands. Be inspired, not degraded. I don't know if that's the right word, but like downtrodden. Don't be disenfranchised by the concept of moving on. There are like struggle isn't forever. The struggle part, that's over. You've done enough struggling. As I itch my back, you've done enough struggling. You did all the work. You did all the hard work. Now it's time to benefit from the work that you've done. You've done all the hard work, Capricorn. And that's the harsh truth. We're going on to Virgo next, and then we're going to do Taurus to wrap her up. Thanks for watching, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. You can subscribe to the channel. You can follow on other platforms. You can show your love by liking the video. Okay. Let me just write this down. Okay. Ooh, this is like the marathon read. I did not expect it. Hey, Virgos. Hi. Let's talk about it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What are people saying? This year is very important for you, Virgos. Good stuff people are saying. They like being your friend. 10 of Cups. People love being your friend. That's so good. That's so awesome. They love hanging out with you. They have fun with you. People are talking about good times they have with you. People talk about going out eating with you or you cooking for them. They're talking about real fun times y'all had to get. Like, people just have really fun, happy experiences with you that they are talking about. Yeah, you're a good time, Virgo. You're fun. You're inspiring. You're cute. Your outfits are nice. Like you're a good time. And people being around you. So let's talk about this shit. Stop talking. People are talking about the times where you weren't so fancy. You didn't have such a great wardrobe. You couldn't cook for people. You couldn't afford things. Yeah. People are deciding. These are people that you obviously don't mess with. But they're deciding to talk about, yeah, these are people you don't socialize with anymore. Because they didn't have the emotional intelligence, and they obviously still don't, if they're talking a bunch of junk about when you were struggling. So, they talk about when you were struggling, when you were going through it, when you needed money. You may have had problems with drinking in the past. That's not for everybody. So, how are people responding to this shit talking? They're kind of like, she's not there anymore. They're like, people are basically thinking, well, that's your past, and that's why you don't mess with those people, and that's why you don't talk to those people anymore, because they keep trying to bring up your past. People are seeing it for what it is. They see that you are trying, not even just trying, but you are able to create a healthier space for yourself, that you're coming out of those rough times, and that you're making it more tangible for yourself to feel and be safe. So nobody's buying the BS. Nobody's falling for it. Yeah, people are. It's just people trying to come for your stability. Here's the Queen of Pentacles again. They understand that these people are just lying because they see you flying. They're lying because they see the come up is real, and that you are doing really great things, and that you're finding stability for yourself, and they see through the BS. So what's the ugly truth here? Those people are going to have to stay right where they are in the past. That is your past. You did struggle in the past. You did have to struggle in the past. And they can stay there. And sometimes you have to struggle in the future, but your understanding of struggle is what actually inspires you to never have to deal with that again, not to associate with certain kind of people, because you know sometimes you went through shit because you were around the wrong people who did not deserve what you were putting in. And it was some of these people that are talking junk. They didn't deserve you or the blessings you bring. Rebuild. Sometimes you gotta rebuild. Sometimes people are talking junk about what you've gone through because you don't mess with them no more, because they talk junk about what people go through. Like, it's not cool. They're obsessed. They want you to stay there, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I hope that was helpful, Virgo. People love you and they got your back, and sometimes you go through stuff. The end. It's not it doesn't like it doesn't it's not a, I don't know how to say this, but like, You're still worthy, even if you go through stuff. You're still a good person, even though you go through stuff. You're still fun to be around, even though you go through stuff. And you still deserve safety, security, and respect, even if you're going through stuff. Thank you. That's my rant. I hope y'all liked it. We're about to go on to Taurus next. I'll see y'all, Virgos. Much love. Hey, Taurus. This is like your reading, bro. We're talking about what people are saying about you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Here's good stuff people are saying about you. The Chariot. You're determined. You may have gotten a new car. People are talking about either a new car, your determination and your focus on your goals right now is something people are talking about. They could also be talking about your relationship with a Cancer. People are talking about how your luck is changing in a situation, in an argument that you're having, how things are changing for you. How you're changing your luck. People are talking about how you're kind of thinking for yourself. You are showing autonomy when it comes to a situation with an argument, how you're staying goal-oriented and focused and determined to, stay fast on your goals. Even though you're going through a lot, you're still you're going through a lot of challenges and you're trying to change your luck in these challenges by really being, thinking for yourself and staying determined. Are you being honest with yourself about the situation? Just ask yourself. So let's get into the shit talking. What's the shit talking people are saying? People are talking about your romantic life in the adult sense. They're saying you're for the streets. They're saying you're for the streets, Taurus. Yup. And you use it for power. Also, some people are yeah, it's giving lover boy type stuff. They're really you're abusing your power and your social authority with adult interactions. REX. And it's not good. They're talking about how you should use some of that autonomy when it comes to these sexual situations. How you're a player. What's the ugly truth in here? That there needs to be some sort of peace created. That you're at peace with this. You're okay with being a player from the Himalayas. You're okay with it. That's what it's saying here. That you're okay with it. The ugly truth is you're okay with being a player from the Himalayas. You're okay with using it as a form of authority, especially if it gets you um, people who know themselves, especially if it gets you baddies, especially if they're on their Empress energy. Guidance here is Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. When you're wounded, when you're triggered, you do immature things, you say immature things. And it's important to get a new perspective on how those two aspects of yourself affects your love life, your self-esteem, and who you associate with. Sometimes when you are triggered, you can be immature, and it's important to pay attention to how that correlates with your love life, your sense of authority, and being an honest person. That's it. Oh my god, I did it. Thanks for watching, y'all. You already know what it is. I'll see you in the next one. Replay gang, peace.